Hello and welcome to another painting video. In this video, I'll be painting an Iron Warrior, my third Chaos Undivided Legion video. The Iron Warriors have a pretty easy color scheme, so I tried to add a little bit more to make them look more grimdark. So, iron within, iron without, and let's start painting. Let's start with the main area first, the armor. I paint the Iron Warrior with Iron Warriors. This is a darker shade than Leadbelcher, and it's my personal preference. Next, I want to darken the armor just a bit more. I water down Black Templar contrast paint and apply this only to the armor panels, leaving all the metal parts like the exhausts on the power pack and the gun bare. I shade all the metal, both armor panels and the rest, with Agrax Earthshade. I highlight everything with Leadbelcher. And add another highlight of Runefang Steel to the areas which would have the most reflection. This Iron Warrior looks very dark still, but that will be fixed once we paint the brass trimming. I paint the shoulder pads and the inner suit with Corvus Black. This is an off black color, which allows me to add some more shading. I shade the previous parts with Nuln Oil. Then I add two highlights. First, I use Dawnstone. And the second highlight is Administratum Grey. I'm a fan of the Corvus Black color. It allows for some shading, and you can either highlight with gray or blue to get a different feel of whatever it is you are painting. Let's brighten up the model with some brass trimming. I use Retributor Armour to paint all the trimming on the armor and any decorations I find. Mostly skulls. I cannot even fathom how many skulls I've already painted. I shade with Agrax Earthshade, giving it a dirty and worn look. If you want a more gold-like hue, you can shade it with Reikland Fleshshade. I use Canoptek Alloy to highlight. Canoptek Alloy is another paint I've been trying out, and I really like this bright metal. It's a nice blend between silver and gold. The model is starting to look more like an Iron Warrior, but there is something missing. What could that be? Oh yeah! Hazard stripes, or chevrons of course. First, pick an area where you want them and base coat it with Averland Sunset. I needed 2 coats to get a nice even yellow. Then I layer on Yriel Yellow to brighten the area. I shade the area with Iyanden Yellow. You could also use Reikland Fleshshade. Finally, I use Abaddon Black to paint the stripes. I usually paint a thin line and then expand upon that line. Don't put the lines too vertical, but keep them a little bit on an angle. I actually redid the leg area because my first attempt was way too vertical. It requires a little bit of practice. If you want to adjust the black stripes, simply use Yriel Yellow again. Then apply some Iyanden Yellow to blend it with the rest. Now that we have a proper Iron Warrior, I want to finish some details. I use Dryad Bark on the leather belt and pouch. I shade it with Agrax Earthshade. And highlight with Baneblade Brown. The lenses are painted with White Scar first. You can also use Wraithbone if you want a warmer base coat. I apply Blood Angel Red contrast paint. This will color the white lenses red and darken the recesses in one easy step. I highlight the lens with Wild Rider Red. I also add this to the surrounding areas to create a subtle glow effect. And add a dot of Fire Dragon Bright to add a reflection to the lens. As with the other Chaos Space Marines, I apply streaking grime all over the model. This step is of course optional if you want a cleaner looking Space Marine. Then with a Q-tip or rag and white spirit, I remove the streaking grime from the raised areas, leaving the grime in the recesses or where the white spirit can't reach. And here we have a Son of Perturabo. I think a clean Iron Warrior would just look very odd. This video, of course, can be used to paint your Iron Warriors for the Horus Heresy, as their color scheme didn't really change after they fell to Chaos. My next painting video is going to be another Chaos Undivided Legion, the one that started this whole mess, the Word Bearers. Be sure to also check out my Instagram, where I post pictures of current projects and behind the scenes stuff. But for now, thanks for watching.